Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome back to your weekly tarot reads with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. So for those of you that are long time subbies, that are my ride or dies, my Radiant Nation, you know I used to do these. I did these for a very long time and then stopped to have a break and a hiatus, and many people were very upset by that fact. You know, if anything, it was very endearing for me to know that I was so missed and that I helped so many of you get your housework done. Not sure how I feel about that, but you know, anyway, so this is just a little reintroduction. So if you are, that's for those of you that already know who I am. For those of you that are new subbies, for those of you that are new to the channel, I am Raphael. I am a tarot reader who uses astrology, numerology, and energy work. That is kind of like my whole sort of mix of tricks, tips, tools of my trade, let's say. You know, I like to think that I've developed a pretty natural and unique style of the way that I do things. So I will, for the time being anyway, be offering you weekly readings again, along with a whole bunch of other amazing goodies that I have to come. For those of you that are already a part of the Radiant Nation, you know I love you for it. Thank you for your time and your patience, and thank you for allowing me to take a break from doing something that I love but had been doing for a very long time and needed a little bit of a break from. So with that said, now that you know who I am and what I do, you can get a personal reading from me. You'll always be able to find all of that stuff in the description. With that said, stay tuned and we will get into your personal reading. Hi Aquarius, my sun sign brothers and sisters, we are back. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for being here. Remember, these are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody. That is just fine. Always use your own discernment. It's your boy, Raphael from Radiant Reality. Thank you so much for returning with me. They are back. If you are a continued subby, you know Rafi loves you, and if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and all of you, please don't forget to like and share and put this out there because it really helps the channel. And as you know, I am chasing that YouTube plaque. I've been at it long enough. I bloody deserve it, so I'm going after it. Anyway, enough about me. This is all about you, my dear lovelies. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. Whew, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So I always have separate decks of just separated majors, and I also have, as you can imagine, a gazillion decks that are full. And I always usually switch them up. And today, just before I started this reading and before I clicked on I always shuffle my cards before I get on camera. I never put these two decks together because they're both just the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. And today, when I put the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, the full deck down, I looked over and the deck of separated majors said to me, no, it has to be this one. So I'm intrigued, and I'm just as out of the loop as to what's going to come up as you guys are. So let's have a look at our key to the week. What is the overarching energy trend or theme that we need to know about? Okay, and it is the Empress. I will take that. I will take that all day long. Right now, Aquarius, there is a powerful, fertile, growthful energy that surrounds you, but it requires you to tap into it. Now, although the Empress is Venus, it does have links to Libran energy, and it does have links to Taurian energy. Now, the thing with the Empress is she represents all that is beautiful, abundant, and fertile. And as a key to the week, it suggests in all of these different areas of our lives, something is being asked of you to shape up or to give birth to. In some way, shape, or form, you have to find the beauty in what you're experiencing so that you can push ahead. This is really about enjoying the process as opposed to, you know, just being sort of in it and going through the motions. This is really asking you to be very present in your life and in your world this week. So whatever you're experiencing, whatever happens, you find the joy, all right? You find the joy in it as much as you possibly can. Okay, so I'm really intrigued because I know the Empress to be a birthful and a growthful card, which means for a lot of us, something new is about to happen. So I'm excited. All right. So your first card, wow, look at that. All right, listen, I'm here for it. As many of you know, I am an Aquarius sun, so I'm totally here for this. The Ten of Cups is one of the brightest, happiest cards in the deck. And look, with this and the Empress, so there's a few ways this could show up, right? The first one, a matriarch of your family or your familial ties could be a really powerful support for you this week. And there could be a really wonderful moment of connection. There could be, you know, the Ten of Cups falls in your actions and options. So this is about what you're doing, which means you are working potentially on your home or your personal environment. It looks like a lot of you are very focused on getting the most out of what you have. There's a lot of joy. There's a lot of laughter this week, and there's a lot of healing that will come out of this week as well. I got to be honest with you, given my own personal situation, I don't know how this is going to happen. I honestly couldn't tell you how. All I can tell you is that there is healing, there is laughter, there is joy, and there is happiness. There is so much happiness and also potentially a lot of abundance in these cards for you as well. Now, the Ten of Cups also speaks to, the Ten of Cups in terms of the options that are available to you. The Ten of Cups is an acquisition card. This is where you attain something that you've wanted, needed, waited for, worked for some time, but it's like true happiness. This is wish fulfilled, but wish fulfilled to the next level where you can actually share this. So this is a big, abundant blessing that shows up for you in some way, shape or form. I'm totally here for this. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Three of Swords. Okay, so what do we see here? The Empress is number 3. The Three of Swords is also the number 3, obviously. 2 threes represents a calming influence. Now, even though this is the Three of Swords, which can be a challenging card, let's just call a spade, what this tells me is the conversations that you have this week are going to be very freeing in some way, shape or form. The conversations that you have are going to set you free. For some of you, this is going to be the release of a burden. For others, this is going to be the release of something far more, not insidious, but something far more heavier. This week, you are going to be released of your guilt in some way, shape or form. Ooh, all the feels in that one. Sorry, I had to really compose myself for a minute there. That one hit me. Okay, that's how we know we're on the right track. Whenever your environment, those knocks, those rings, those tings, your tears show up, those goosebump moments, whenever those moments happen, that's validation for whatever you're talking about. Sorry, I'm really trying to hold it together on this one. Through some kind of conversation, potentially with a matriarch of your family, you will be released of some form of guilt this week. And it will be so liberating for you that sometimes the release is the most painful thing. It's like, I don't know if you've ever had a massage where, you know, they dig into one of your knots, and as soon as it melts, you kind of go, oh, and that's kind of what hurts because you realize how much you've been holding on to. For those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, this is potentially that you are releasing a project. This could like literally be that you're letting go of a project. Maybe you finished your dissertation finally. For some of you, this could be that you are, maybe you're deciding to let go of one of your subjects so that you can perform better in all of the others. I actually really like this. I think this is probably exactly what you need. For those of you that are employed by somebody else, this could be where you are bittersweet about leaving a job. It's like you've had a wonderful time, it's been really good, you're leaving on great terms, but you know it's time to move on. So this could be where you find out that you've got the other job, and now you have the heavy burden of kind of telling everybody, you know what, guys, it's my time, I'm actually leaving, and you're handing in your notice. It's like you're sad about it, but there's so much happiness around it. So it's not like you're, do you know what I mean? For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, this is where it gets really powerful, because this is going to allow you to accelerate in a direction that truly allows you to open things up, right? This is you releasing yourself or maybe, you know, and sometimes our work, our family, our partner, whatever it is, can impact our work. And when you work for yourself, this is even more so. Everything that you experience and everyone around you impact, feeds into, or hinders, or supports, or grows your work in some way, shape, or form. So this release this week is going to be so powerful for a lot of you. I think it's going to be wonderful. Now, for those of you that are potentially as well, for those of you that work from an office, etc., maybe you're letting that go, and maybe you're going to start to work from home. For those of you that work from home, maybe you start to work from an office. This could also be you kind of, for a lot of you, I don't know if you've seen Captain Marvel, the film, right? So basically in that, she's got this thing on her where they basically dampen her powers. And at the moment that she realizes, she says to them, hang on a sec, I've been fighting all this time with my hands tied behind my back. That's not fair. And now this week, Aquarius, you are about to be released, right? Your shackles, your chains, your ties behind your back, it all goes, right? This is the week, Aquarius. This is the week. For those of you that are retired and no longer working, there's potentially good news around a surgery here. For a lot of you, you know, especially if you're planning to have some kind of elective surgery, I would ask you to probably wait until probably around, it's the Three of Swords, so that would take us into, yeah, if you can wait until like between the 10th and the 15th of October, I like that a lot more. This is not the week for elective surgery, but if it's surgery that you have to have that's compulsory, you've got good results and you'll be in very good hands, particularly if you're in the hands of a woman, just because the Empress represents women. For your love and relations, you've got the Death card. Okay, so there is a signature here that Tarot is adamant that I will not ignore. All right, and I'm really sorry to say that. If you've been with me long enough, you know. If you're new to my channel, I talk about everything in my cards. I do not shy away from the hard stuff. That is not life. All right, if you don't like it when people talk about death, etc., this is your moment to switch off. If you're going to obsess about this kind of thing, this is your moment to switch off. For those of you that are with me, that know how I do what I do, that are with me, my ride or dies, you guys know who you are. The Death card and the Three of Swords is one of the signatures that truly represents death, as in the physical sense. The reason this is not a tragedy is because we have the Ten of Cups. This is going to be a passing of somebody who's either been in pain for a long time. It's also potentially going to be swift. And with the Empress in tow, this is likely, I touch wood, I hope I'm wrong on this front. I never relish making these predictions, but I know what I see in my cards, okay? The chances are this will be a woman. It will likely be an older woman. And what I see here is there is going to be a big celebration of this woman's life, or who she actually was. It will be sad to see, for sure. It's always sad when somebody passes, no matter how old they are. But this will be a celebration of someone's life, as opposed to, you know, like like this is horrible. This could potentially be somebody being released from what has been a very painful journey for them. Now, in terms of love and relationships, I got to be honest with you. For those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, this is potentially a relationship that comes to an end. But not in the way that you're thinking. This doesn't necessarily mean that you and your partner split up. It means that you and your partner come to a realization where the way that things are, they cannot continue. So the relationship you're in now will perish and you start a new one. You start afresh. For those of you that are single and looking, this is, you know, one of my old witch mentors taught us this technique, and it was specifically for gay guys because of just because of whatever. And one of the techniques that he gave us, he said, you know, kill Prince Charming. Get rid of this idea of the knight on the horse in shining armor and all the rest of it. And it's interesting that the death card is there, right? So this idea of the perfect partner, the perfect relationship and all of that stuff, that's going away. You are releasing yourself of that this week. You're being released of a lot this week, Aquarius. Like, you are being released of a lot. This is a powerful, powerful week. For your money and materials, you've got them. Damn. All right. So Judgment with the Ten of Cups. This is a big financial boost that comes from a very unexpected source. It could, however, be the result of some kind of very hard work that you have been doing for some time. It could also be a boost that the universe has sent you that you didn't even know was on its way to you. In that regard, I think there's going to be some very good news for you. The Judgment card with the Death card usually represents physical death as well. So I'm really sorry to say you will at least hear of a passing this week, and it will be one that you feel. Okay, when it comes to your physical health and vitality, the Judgment card is usually represents chronic illnesses and situations. As I said, for those of you that are going to need surgery, etc., you've got really good news. This is potentially where they say to you, you know, we can deal with this, we can deal with it now. It will be relatively quick and smooth and easy. You've got the cosmic green light, so I'm here for that. If you don't have anything that needs to be cut out or removed, etc., this could just literally be, because you've got it with the Ten of Cups here as well, you find some kind of remedial practice to really help and support your physical health and vitality. For those of you that are, and then for your home and environment, excuse me, Judgment is a card of profound change, all right? And this does suggest that there are big changes coming on the home front. So with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.